Hello, welcome to my channel. My name is Lizzie, and for today's video, we are talking about A Good Woman is Hard to Find. So this is a movie that I watched on Shudder. If you don't know what Shudder is, it's basically like a Netflix for horror. So it's exclusively horror thriller-esque films, and they currently have a section called Vengeance is Hers. And seeing as February is Women in Horror Month, I thought that it would be the perfect time to watch this one. And I may go through the other films on their list. I also recently, if you did not see my previous video, I did my own list of my favorite good for her horror films. So if you haven't seen that video, make sure that you check that one out. I will leave a link so you can do that. So what this film is about, it is advertised as being about this woman who seeks revenge on the men that she believes are responsible for her husband's death, which sounded very interesting to me, especially as a horror film, but unfortunately, it just wasn't what I was expecting. I kind of expected it to be a bit more action-packed, to really follow this character as she discovers and hunts down these men, one by one type situation. And I guess that's on me for making an assumption, but that assumption is based on the fact that that is something that has been done before. And I should be happy that this one took a different route. She really gets more kind of accidentally thrown into discovering who's responsible for her husband's death. She ends up getting wrapped up and involved with this drug dealer after he breaks into her house running from the men. And that's how she gets wrapped up into this world and starts to discover who these men are, really more towards the end of the film. A big chunk of the film is her really mourning her husband and dealing with the situation and really just dealing with her feelings about what happened and her knowing the truth about her husband, while all these people around her are kind of believing these lies that were spread about her husband due to the manner of which he died. And it's different. It's a little bit slower pace. It's a little bit gloomier, which may just be due to the place. I'm pretty sure it takes place in England, which is just kind of gloomy anyway. So that may have affected the feel of the film, but it really does have a slow, gloomy pace, which I just wasn't expecting. And again, I should have been happier that it took a different route. I will say, I liked the way the film ended. I liked her character by the ending. And I kind of feel like I need to hold myself responsible a little bit for this, because once she started becoming this badass, kick-ass character at the very end of the film, I liked her more, and I feel bad about that. I feel like I should have been able to sympathize and appreciate her going through this situation, and the fact that they showed that, and they showed it in a different light than what I had expected the film to be about. And I guess that is on me for having that expectation, and again, that's on me for having that expectation and those assumptions. It's not the film's fault that I thought that it would be different. So maybe it's one that I'll have to revisit. Probably not, today or anything. But maybe in the near future, I'll revisit the film. But I didn't love it. It was just a little too much of a slow pace for me. And if you've been here on the channel for a while, you know that I'm not one to sit here and have the debate about whether or not something is a horror film or not. But this one just didn't really feel it, especially for something that is on Shudder. If I was watching it, somewhere else like Amazon Prime or wherever else, or Netflix or something, and is being advertised as a horror film, I could kind of be like, okay, I understand that, they categorized it this way for whatever reason. But for something on Shudder, I guess I just expected it to be a little darker. And again, that's on me for making assumptions about this film. So who knows, maybe if I rewatch it, and look at it through a new light, maybe I'll appreciate it more. I don't know. But if you have seen this one, let me know what your thoughts are on it in the comments below. If you did enjoy this, please do give it a big old thumbs up. Make sure you hit the subscribe button for more horror-related content. And before I go, a quick shout out to my Patrons. Thank you guys so much for helping to contribute to the channel. If you want to know the perks to being a Patreon, links are in the description below, along with all of my social media. And I will see you guys again later with another video. Bye!